Assalamualaikum and very good day everyone. My name is Nurul Ashiqin binti Abidin 265676, and today I will be presenting my persuasive speech called Precaution Steps to Take When Facing Natural Disaster. Hello and good day everyone. So before we begin, let's get to know what the natural disaster are and what does it mean. Natural disaster were defined as unpredictable natural phenomena that could give high impact and bad effect to the society and also the environment. There are few forms of natural disaster such as earthquake, floods, hurricane, volcanic eruption, and tsunamis are among the frequent disasters that happen. This natural phenomena is unavoidable and it were not a good thing. In areas wherever they happen, they affect on everything in a very negative manner. They will destroy whole city, the economy, infrastructure, and in some cases, the human population. And not to forget to mention that the economy will be major loss for the areas that affected by the disaster. The business will become slower than the normal day since tools or the equipment of their business might broke or lost during the scenes happen. One of the examples of natural disaster that we can make a quick recap is on 2004, where the biggest and deadliest tsunami that killed 1,000 lives. Malaysia are one of the countries that badly affected, and we too lost many lives. Estimated death toll of this 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami were approximately 230,000 people. The failure alert system by the Indonesia side to warn their people to stay away from the town nearby the tsunami area cannot function in that day. Plus, it will happen on 26 December 2004, where there after Christmas, so many people hang out around the beach areas, but no one have ever expected that scene would happen. So thus today, I would like to inform and at the same time persuade you guys regarding how to coping with facing with natural disaster, especially for earthquake, floods, and volcanic eruption. So let's start with the causes or problem that natural disaster can be happen. First of all, there are several problems that could be the start of cause to the natural disaster. To start with, let me give you a rough image of the core of the earth. Divided into 5 core, which follow in order is the solid inner core, molten core, solid and mostly thick mantle, and the last layer of core is called the thin crust. These core play their own roles in hold and protect the earth core. The earth state are not in a static mode. The earth crust are not always stay in the same place. They will produce a friction against each other, with this resulting to the earthquake. In terms of human doing that could trigger the earthquake are rarely found, but scientists believe that mining and drilling deep into the earth's surface may cause effect to the earth core. This unnecessary action to gain natural and mineral resources from the land may cause instability and affecting the earth's inner structure. Next, there are several causes of flood or flash flood, such as lack of plant in the forest, heavy rain, overflows of river water, and other more. The importance of vegetation of plants in the forest or maybe near city areas could help from overflow of the rainfall. It could slow down the rainfall and prevent it from sudden flooding. Furthermore, rivers or dams that clogging or block encourage the rise of water, as it seems can hold certain amount of water and cause overflows. When it happened, it usually went to housing drain area. While heavy rain like what happened in Malaysia this early January, the non-stop rain happened and there is no place for the water to flow out correctly or supposedly to the area that affected. Too much rain also resulted to mud flood, as area that affected in Pahang mostly are the village area. Then, volcanic eruption often occur in Indonesia as they lies in the active tectonic plate, which would cause volcanoes that lie between the country to erupt. A volcanic eruption that happened in the Sunda Strait, Krakatoa Island on 1883 resulted to more than 35,000 people dead. A big tsunami also hit the near city, destroyed the whole town and left them to ashes. The eruption caused by the movement of Earth's inner core. When it moved with force, it could disrupt the magma inside the volcanoes, where it could cause explosion and eruption. There is when the lava from the volcano start to emit. Pressure inside the volcanoes is important as it gives balance to it, but few internal and external pressure could be one of the reasons that it starts to explode. Next, there are precaution steps when facing this natural disaster. Here are few precaution steps when facing natural disaster such as earthquake, floods, and volcanic eruption. There are 7 steps available to apply when facing the earthquake, divided to 3 parts which prepare, survive, and recover. In prepare level, first you need to make sure your place or space is insecure from any hazard. Then you create a disaster plan where this enables you which ways is safe to get out or how to reach for communication. The third one, where you set up a place for your disaster supplies. This is to make everything that can be used during the situation are placed at one safe and permanent location, and then try to save as many important documents that you had when you are in office or home, as it can minimize the financial hardship. Then, in survive level, there are 3 important steps you need to perform, such as drop, cover, and hold on. These steps explain that when the earthquake happens, you need to take cover for protection and stay hold until a clear instruction were given to you to move, as this could prevent any further infliction. Search for safe place and evacuate properly as to prevent further damage. In the last step, which is recover, this is applied when the signal of earthquake had fully stopped moving only. This part where you want to secure your original place that you come from, whether from home or offices, get grip to all your important documents, request for insurance claim, and seek medical help. After that, precaution step when facing floods such as close all electrical and gas utility. This is to prevent from getting electric shock from the current when you are walking in the water. Then, secure food and water supply for emergency situation. It is advisable to only drink bottled water and never ever drink the flood water, as it contains many harmful and unknown bacteria. Search for high place because the water level could rise till top of your house roof, and please keep updated and stay alert with your local authorities in this situation. Return back to your home when it's safe to do so, and never play or swimming during the flood flow, as the water current could pull your body and bring to unsafe place. Always stay alert of your surrounding. Lastly, precaution steps when facing volcanic eruptions, such as always follow the proper evacuation order by the nearby authorities. Only stay home if the dust or ash fall far away from your area. Those hazardous ash fall could cause lung damage and difficulty to breathe. Then do not come near to the volcano, as it's very hot and the lava could totally burn and rip off your skin. You need to be at least 2 to 3 kilometers away from that area. The possibility of the next explosion could happen once again, and it is advisable to stay in evacuation place. Exit once it will not safe. Please seek medical help if you occur to inhale and infected by the ash fall, and go home when it is fully secure, safe. Every problem has solution, so does this natural phenomena. To avoid and minimize the impact of this natural disaster, here are few recommended solutions. These natural disasters are unpredictable, and to fully stop it from happening is impossible. But the impossible way is to analyze the situation and come up with a few solutions to prevent and manage this event properly. Hence, here are few solutions of prevention of earthquake, floods, and volcanic eruption. It is very important to have a good and functioning alert system for alerting and signal the people before the disaster could happen. People could prepare and at least take safe cover for themselves, property, business, and animal too if they had the farm. Building this system could help and improve to provide fast, reliable, and effective communication to the general public just in case of major emergency like natural disaster. Next, Netherlands has introduced modern and smart way to handle when floods surge in. It's called as Netherlands Delta Work System. The idea behind of building this unique structure arose when Netherlands faced the biggest flood on 1953, North Sea flood. This infrastructure could send the rise of water. If the level of water already passed the required water level, there will be a sensor that could trigger the wall to close. It provides a water storage for the floods to flow inside. and the weight of the water will be sent down to the certain area as it will prevent the flood burst to the barrier. This is one of the good examples that other countries could example. It may expensive on the other side, but it is good for the long-term purpose. And next, the challenging part in order to reduce and prevent from volcanic eruption is the risk itself. Ash fall, lava flows and lahar is too hot to handle, and even using the machine, it really does not effective. So scientists believe that the evacuation plan is very important for people awareness. It seemed that many people that had affected by the disaster did not know the proper evacuation steps, and this caused a lot of losses in the aspect of property especially. Evacuation plan of volcanic eruption, like I have mentioned previously, it could be distributed and spread among the villages. Future plan can be constructed early to prevent unfortunate losses. In conclusion, there are many ways to stay safe and take precaution steps when facing with a natural disaster. The earth is getting older and the movement of the inner core are natural. Volcanic eruption may occur because the volcanoes cannot more hold the magma inside. The magma inside may reside from 100 till 1000 of years. Flood occur because of heavy rain. We cannot stop the rain, and rain is unexpected because there is no definite schedule for them to rain accordingly to the schedule. It will be fun if we can predict everything, but at least we can do is be responsible human. Never harm the earth. Treat everything carefully. Thank you and have a nice day everyone. Assalamualaikum.